Welcome to SOS Media, your number one source of the latest news, opinions, and in-depth investigations that dig deeper into today's developing stories around the globe. Having a non-performing legal team in a United States criminal case poses significant challenges and risks for the accused individual. One of the primary concerns is the potential for inadequate defense, as a legal team that is not performing effectively may fail to provide the strong representation needed to protect the accused person's rights, and this can result in a lack of a solid legal strategy, leaving the accused vulnerable in court. Moreover, a non-performing legal team may neglect crucial aspects of the defense, such as gathering essential evidence or securing key witnesses. This oversight can create gaps in the case and weaken the overall defense strategy. Communication breakdowns between the legal team and the accused can further exacerbate the situation, leading to misunderstandings and missed court appearances. Additionally, legal mistakes due to incompetence or negligence of the legal team can have severe consequences, potentially resulting in detrimental outcomes for the accused, including wrongful convictions or harsher penalties. In essence, the presence of a non-performing legal team in a criminal case can significantly undermine the accused individual's legal standing, defense, and overall case outcome. It underscores the critical importance for individuals facing criminal charges to have competent and dependable legal representation to uphold their rights and secure a fair trial. R. Kelly, the magical American singer, songwriter and the reigning king of R&B, faced a series of legal challenges due to various criminal allegations over the years. In his cases, the effectiveness of his legal representation played a pivotal role in determining the possible outcomes. The challenges of having a non-performing legal team for sure had serious implications for R. Kelly's defense. As we all can probably recall, R. Kelly's initial legal team was plagued by problems of infighting over strategy and leadership, prompting two veteran lawyers, Steve Greenberg and Michael Leonard, to drop out before the trial even started. Subsequently, R. Kelly disclosed that he had fired the rest of his team, which included attorneys Deborah O'Canick, Calvin Scholar, Nicole Becker, and Thomas Farinella. At this point, R. Kelly's defense was now solely in the hands of attorney Jennifer Bonjean, who is best known for winning a ruling that overturned Bill Cosby's 2018 assault conviction. When her initial acquittal motions were unsuccessful, Bonjean subsequently filed an appeal to the U.S. Appeals Court for the Second Circuit. She also represented R. Kelly in the then-upcoming trial in Chicago. She has since vigorously handled both R. Kelly's New York and Illinois appeal cases. Previously, in a separate filed motion, Bonjean had argued that the judge should simply acquit R. Kelly because the government's evidence had been too weak to support the conviction. She clearly explained how the feds had misused the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, or RICO, a statute that's more frequently used against mobsters and drug cartels. Invigorated by an influential social movement determined to punish centuries of male misbehavior through symbolic prosecutions of high-profile men, the government brought a RICO prosecution against the defendant that was absurdly remote from the statute's intent, Bonjean wrote. The government constructed a RICO theory of prosecution designed, not to effectuate the purpose of the RICO statute, but to prosecute the defendant for alleged misdeeds going back decades without pesky statutes of limitations obstacles, she added. In some instances throughout R. Kelly's legal battles, there were concerns raised about the quality and effectiveness of his legal representation. It remains a fact that a non-performing legal team could have contributed to delays in his legal process, inadequate defense strategies, and lapses in communication which may have impacted the overall outcome of his cases so far. Weeks after news broke out that R. Kelly had fired his entire old legal team, the super singer's new lawyer Jennifer Bonjean filed a motion arguing that the well-documented infighting among his former lawyers had left them so unprepared for the trial, and that it violated his constitutional right to effective legal counsel. In this complex RICO prosecution, the defendant's legal team fell apart mere weeks before the commencement of trial, R. Kelly's then new lawyer Jennifer Ann Bonjean wrote. Energy, resources, and time that should have been devoted to preparing for trial were expended battling each other, until two of the defendant's more experienced attorneys were granted leave to withdraw. R. Kelly was eventually left with a disjointed and unprepared trial team with no singular defense strategy. The problems with the old legal team were so serious as to demand a new trial without a showing of prejudice, Bonjean wrote. R. Kelly's having a legal team that was not performing at its best potentially led to missed opportunities to gather evidence, present strong arguments and navigate the complexities of the legal system effectively. This in turn weakened his defense and exposed him to greater legal risks and relatively negative outcomes in his cases. In early 2020, R. Kelly's defense in a civil assault case showed further signs of falling apart when the judge gave a go-ahead for his then attorneys to withdraw. All three of R. Kelly's lawyers, Zaid Abdallah, Shadi Yassin and Riyad Shalabi, filed their motion to withdraw from the case in Cook County Circuit Court in January that year, and Judge Moira Johnson granted it immediately at a brief hearing. In this Heather Williams case, Judge Johnson initially entered a default judgment when R. Kelly failed to respond to the complaint, but it was vacated after his attorneys told her he didn't know he had been served because he couldn't read the papers he received. Unfortunately, the judge also denied a motion to dismiss the case under the statute of limitations, agreeing with Williams' attorney, Jeffrey Deutschman of Deutschman and Skafish, that as a minor at the time, Williams did not necessarily understand that she had been injured because of her contact with R. Kelly. R. Kelly finally settled on pleading the fifth. Abdallah said at a hearing later in November that because of the criminal ramifications, his now former client would need to exercise his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Abdallah said in court that his colleague Yassin had hand-delivered their withdrawal notice to R. Kelly in prison, where he was waiting out on criminal charges ranging from assault to CP and racketeering in a total of 4 federal and state courts. Counsels feel that circumstances have evolved that prevent the counsels from zealously advocating on behalf of the defendant, the attorney's motion read. Ultimately, the impact of a non-performing legal team on R. Kelly's cases relatively influenced the strength of his defense, the strategies employed on his behalf, and the overall fairness of the legal proceedings against him. In high-profile cases like those involving R. Kelly, the quality of legal representation can be a crucial factor in shaping the outcome of the legal process, but with Bonjean now on board, we remain optimistic that a full reversal will be attained. As we continue to witness new developments occurring towards R. Kelly's appeal proceedings, we can just stay optimistic that this time around, the relevant truth will be put into consideration. This is the ray of hope that makes us keep our breath and hold. We believe R. Kelly and his legal team will be able to outline all the injustices, misinterpretations of the law, cases of lying and witness tampering that have marred all R. Kelly's legal proceedings, and that the law, truth and justice will this time along prevail. It has been a long wait, and we can't wait any longer to see R. Kelly regain his deserved freedom. Thank you for watching today's video, brought to you by SOS Media. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also remember to leave your comment about today's topic in the comment section below.